All right. Hello, all you beautiful, amazing, wonderful, spectacular tea people. Welcome to another Mountain Stream live stream. So, today, what we're looking at right now, you can see on the screen right now, you can see Taiwan at night. You can see Taiwan at night. And so, we're looking at the screen of Taiwan at night. Why are we looking at Taiwan at night right now? We're looking at Taiwan at night right now because in front of me are 4 teas. I've got 2 lower elevation teas and 2 higher elevation teas. And basically, what I want to explain to everybody, what I want to show everybody is just how crazy Taiwan, the topography, just how crazy of Taiwan actually is. And it is. It's absolutely insane. Now, if you're looking here, let's see, I get my cursor going over here. I'll move this out of the way. And so you get my cursor going over here, and you can see, there we go. I'll click in here. Okay, so you can see here is Taiwan. Now, when you're looking at Taiwan, oh, somebody just bought some tea. Thank you very much. I totally appreciate it. Thank you. And over here, you can see this is Taiwan at night. Now, Taiwan at night, you can see is a little weird looking, right? It's like Taiwan is one of these places that doesn't have a lot of space. It's just Taiwan. It just doesn't have that much space. But what's happening in the middle there? There's no one there. It's completely empty. It is completely 100% empty. Now, there are some bears, and there are a few roads. If you look closely, you can sort of see there are a few roads. But basically what you're looking at is this vast swath. The spine of Taiwan is just empty. The spine of Taiwan is just empty. And that's what you're looking at right here. Right? So up here, you can see my cursor there. There is, you can see my cursor there. There is the, that's the Taipei area. Forgive me, I haven't had my tea yet. So, hey, how's it going? You can see there on I've got it on live on Instagram, but if you want to see all the pictures, then you got to jump into YouTube or Facebook. And here, this is Ilan. So you can see Ilan right here. This is where it gets all the rain. It's like the scoop. Now over here, this is Hualien. This is where I am right now, right? Chilai Black. Well, this one right here is the Lishan Black, and it's close to Chilai Black. It's close to Chilai Black. And the Jade Mountain Red is also pretty close. And then this one here, which is the Jade Mountain Black, is also pretty close. But I can fill that in. You send me an email, and I'll fill in all the details. But the Chilai, I've got a bunch of teas that are very close to it right now. So here down below there is Taidong. You can see Taidong is kind of small. This is a very fertile valley. Our tea plantation is right here. This is where our partner farm is, right in Reishui, or yeah, right there, I guess, right there. Well, that's Yuli, so Reishui is about here. And then you've got Taipei. All this Taichung is here. This is Kaohsiung, and you can see just how crazy it is. Now, again, why am I showing you this picture? I'm showing you this picture because I want you to get a real feel, a real understanding, a real idea of what the heck is going on in Taiwan when it comes to elevation. Because when I say I can drive around Taiwan in a day, I can drive around Taiwan in a day, right there. I could drive all the way around it. It takes about 8 or 9 hours. You go along the highways. If I want to drive over Taiwan and back down to the other side, it also takes 8 or 9 hours. Right? So you look at my cursor over here. If I want to drive from here to here, that takes 8 or 9 hours. Right? From here to here is 8 to 9 hours. To go all the way around is 8 to 9 hours. And why is that? Well, let's take a look at this. Boom. That's why. Because of the mountains there. Now, I've been trying to figure out the best the best topography map, but anyways, we'll use this one for now. I noticed with the Chilai Black, no matter how long I brewed, there are no tannins. What other varietals have this characteristic? It's not the varietal, it's the way of processing. And I would say this one, which is the Lishan Black. It's got more fruit flavor than the Chilai Black. The Lishan Black. I think I call it Lishan Black or Lishan Red. but no tannins in it at all. Soil or elevation all the way. And that's what we're talking about right now today. So if you look at this blue stuff here, right? You look at the blue, you can actually see, come on, color, come back. There you go, there you go. So here, this is where people live. This is where people live. And you can see the blue, and let's put it up back with the, where was the other one? At night. That's another one. There we go. This one, this one. So this one and this one. Take a look, right? So I'll see if I can get it the same way. But take a look, right? Oops. So, whoa. So I'm still doing this with my fingers. I got to get a mouse, but that's okay. That's okay. Remember, guys, if you're joining in on the Instagram, go to Facebook or YouTube and you'll be able to see all the pictures of what I've got. I've got the sharing a screen right now on those two sites. But where the blue is, now I'll jump into the Taiwan at night. Look at that. It's exactly the same, right? So where the blue is the same as that. And that is what we're talking about when we're talking about Taiwan. Right? When we're talking about Taiwan, that's what we're looking at. We are looking at this insanely fertile, beautiful place on the lowlands, and then insanely rugged places up above, right? And that's what we're looking at, right? And so when you look at Taiwan, when you see all this stuff, you're able to see. Oh, hey, there we go. Okay, good. I'm glad you can see it. And so you can see all that. Yeah. So I get rid of what's going on. There we go. We're back. Do Instagram because that's where everybody that's where I've been doing most lives. And what's going to happen with this, if you're watching, is this live stream for Instagram, I'm not going to save it. And what I do is I just download from StreamYard. I download the YouTube video, and then I just post it back onto Instagram. So both of them are there, right? So the best thing to do right now is go on to YouTube and watch it on YouTube because I'm sharing a screen right now, and I'm explaining to you why Taiwan is such an amazing place. And I'm showing you the visuals. And then what I do, I don't save this live stream. And then what I'll do is I upload the YouTube video up onto Instagram. And then I'm working on it. That's popping in and out. Sorry about that. I'm working on trying to get Instagram to work on StreamYard, and hopefully that'll work in the future. Anyways, let's keep going. So let's pop into, okay, let's go into here and let's pop into Sanxia. Okay, let's pop into Sanxia. So here we go. What teas I've got here? Here, this is the Sun Moon Lake Asamaka, number 8 Asamaka. This one here is the Sanxia Black. Over here, this is a tea that I actually did this live because I want to drink this again. And so, yeah, steep tea. You can just jump over there, and it's actually quite a lot of fun because I get to show you the exact places where the teas are grown, which is quite a lot of fun. And then over here, this is the tea that I really wanted to try. This is the Jade Mountain Black, and so I haven't bought this yet, but I think I am. But I just need an excuse to drink it, and I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about this tea. And then this one over here is the Lishan Black. Right, so this one we had in a live stream the other day, but these two are really good examples of high mountain blacks. These two are really good examples of lower elevation blacks. So let's go down to Sanxia, shall we? Now Sanxia is in Taiwan, and let's go down here. Let's see if I can find it all in ease. Now, wow, this is too slow. What are you doing, buddy? Alas, I have to jump back into Google Maps because that's just too small. Alas, my friends, I have to jump back into Google Maps because that is just too small. So let's do Sanxia. You can see my beautiful Chinese there. Yes, my beautiful. And we're going to zoom right in. Zoom! So there we go, the Sanxia district. Thank you very much. Now we're going to put some layers on this bad boy, and we're going to do terrain. And so you can sort of see there. I wish it was a little bit better, but you can't. You can sort of see it. Okay, so you can sort of see it. Now, this, we'll just zoom out a little bit here. So we can zoom out, and you can see there's how close everything is, right? So that's Taoyuan City, right? So there's Taoyuan City there. And then you can zoom in. We're going to zoom right in. And this is the Sanxia area. And basically, Sanxia, this spot right here, and you can see my cursor if you're in YouTube or Facebook. And as we move in, oh no, wait, this is Inge. Oh yeah, okay. And then down here, this is, let me just double check. This is it. Yeah, here we go. So down here, this is all the areas. Let's see if I can layer in some, let's see. Okay, there we go. There we go. And so this area, here's Sanxia. You can see there are not very many tea gardens, but there are a few, and they're around this area. I was curious about where Sanxia is. Yes, exactly. This is the area, and you sort of see there's some stuff. If we zoom in here, there's like mixes between super expensive, fancy houses over here, and then really rural type of gardens and very, very simple house. And then some tea gardens. So around here, these would be sort of tea gardens. Now, and so those would be sort of like tea gardens, right? And you can see where it is, right? It's this area down here. Oh, I don't know. There we go. We're back. And so this is sort of the Sanxia area, right? So that's where this tea is from. So it's a lower elevation area. It's really close to everything in the sense of the city and different things like that. Take a look at Sun Moon Lake, right? Oh, come on. What? I got to get a mouse. And just for the record, thank you everybody for watching me learn. This is watching me learn. Now we go to the Sun Moon Lake area, which is over here, right? And Sun Moon Lake, you can see the Sun Moon Lake is right here. And it's, I mean, I'm from Canada, right? I grew up beside the Great Lakes. So it's a pond. It's literally a pond. Sun Moon. But this is the Sun Moon Lake area. And then this is where all the tea is. So you can see right here, Hocha, Sun Moon Lake tea. I don't know what this is. This is not a partner farm. But this is then the Uchi area. Let's see if I can zoom in here and find you a couple tea gardens. And just so you know, I mean, oftentimes when I go to a new place, I will use Google Earth. I will see if I can find right around here. These are all the tea gardens in around here. I will literally go in here and I will try and find tea gardens using Google Earth. It's using Google Earth. And here we go. You can see here some agriculture. And there we go. There's some tea gardens. So this stuff here, when you see stuff like this, these are tea gardens. Now these guys here, they're probably doing tomatoes or something like that. You can see there's that, but these are the tea gardens. And there's this road that goes through here. These are orchards. But you can actually see, like, what I will do is I'll actually you can actually tell the difference between an organic tea garden and a sprayed tea garden from Google Earth if you practice. And so I'll actually try and find places like this. You can see it here. I'll zoom in, right? And I'll try and find it. Oh, is that a tea garden? You know, like, is that a tea garden? This actually, right? And then I'll see if there's any information about it, right? So I literally do that. I literally do that when it comes to these things sometimes. It's a decent size. Took me an hour or so to bike around it at a leisurely pace. Yes, yeah, it's not small, right? It's not tiny, but you know, I'm used to not being able to see the other side of the lakes. I'm used to not being able to see the other side of the lakes. Now let's do Lishan. Okay, so let's do Lishan. Lishan. It's not really showing me Lishan. Let's see. Show me hotels. Lishan Mountain. There we go. No, it's all in China. No. Oh, come on. Lishan City. No, that's not going to work either. Anyways, Lishan's over here. Let's see. Let's find it. Fuxing District. Datong. Heping District. Here we go. Here. This is the Lishan area right here. And we're just going to wait for it to pop up and show the stuff. There we go. So anybody know Google? Just they're messing up their search things right here. So here is Lishan. This is the Lishan town. This is the Lishan guest house. And right away, you can see it's a little different, right? So when we were looking at Taiwan at night, Lishan, the high elevation areas, are where there are no lights, right? There are no lights in Lishan at night compared to the rest of the town, the rest of the city, or sorry, Taiwan, the cities in Taiwan. And so when you're looking at this, right, you look down here, and this is all Lishan. A bunch of tea gardens all around here, and so you can see all this stuff. Like all this stuff is, well, you know, people ask questions about a lot of different things. Anyways, these are the tea gardens, and then the brown areas would be sort of cabbages and vegetables. And so you can see why I usually don't buy tea from these types of areas. Just because you got to find a place that is, they spray a lot of chemicals on the vegetables. They spray a lot of chemicals on the vegetables, unfortunately. And so what I look for is something like this, right? So I look in here. There we go. I have no idea where this is, but this is what I'm looking for, right? So take a look at that. Now you can actually see from the Google, right? From the Google, you can actually see from the Google the steepness. You can see, take a look. Those are extraordinarily steep hills, right? So this is the Lishan area, and this is where this tea comes from. Right? This tea comes from that area, and the difference in how these areas have their teas are just, you know, they're just so different. I mean, take a look. I'm going to zoom out. Right? There's nothing there. Nothing all around this. Right? No lights at night. Whereas, you know, we go into you know, the Sun Moon Lake or Lishan or sorry, the Sun Moon Lake or Sanxia, something like that. And this is the Sanxia area here. And, you know, oh no, sorry. This is the Sanxia area over here. And you can see here, it's just people everywhere. And it's a big, big difference. It's a huge difference. Okay, so there we go. We did that. Questions about that? If you have any questions about that stuff. So question is Lishan basically Alishan without the ah? Is it at a discount? It is not. So it is not. Lishan is pretty expensive tea, and I would say that it is more expensive. It's like, what is Lishan? Lishan is Da Yuling, Fu Shoushan. So those like very mystical and whatever tea things, right? The famous tea gardens and things like that. Those places are. And so when you're looking at that, if you're getting a tea from Lishan, it's got a premium on it. Like it's really got a premium on it. Alishan is 1,300 meters to 1,100 meters to 1,600 meters, depending on where you are. True Lishan is 2,000 meters and above. Okay, 1,800 meters and above. That's true Lishan. And so there is a premium to it. And so usually it's actually more expensive than Alishan, but not as many people have heard about it, right? So, and it's less, well, it's probably about the same amount of tea produced, but less people lie and say that it's from Lishan than they lie and say that it's from Alishan. I guess that's a very convoluted way of describing it. Hopefully that helps. But Lishan is its own sort of area. Now, when you're looking at high mountain versus low elevation teas, high elevation versus low, if you actually look at the tea liqueurs, you're not really seeing a big difference, right? The tea liqueurs are not all that different. But the main differences are, there's two of them, right? The main differences are, one, lower elevation teas produce a lot more tea, right? Lower elevation, so it's going to be cheaper, right? It's going to be cheaper. Number two, oxidizing teas to 100% is so much easier and effective and predictable in the lower elevations versus the higher elevations. Okay. And you could argue three, the quality of the leaf, because it grows slower, is much, much better in the higher elevations. And that's something that's just a fact, right? It's higher tea. Remember, tea does better. Remember, tea does better the more stressed out it is. So the more stressed out tea is, the better it tastes. So the lower elevation teas, like the honey fragrance blacks, for example, right? They have a specialness to them. They taste better because they've been stressed out. So the higher up you go up the mountain, the more stressed out the teas are. And so the teas are pushing out more stuff. So they sort of taste better. Now, that being said, you know, a really good honey fragrance black tea versus a really good, you know, high mountain black, you know, it's not like all lower elevation teas are bad, all higher elevation teas are bad. But let's jump into the teas and see how these teas are going. So here we go. This one is the number 8 Asamaka. So this is the number 8 Asamaka from Sun Moon Lake. And I already showed you Sun Moon Lake in there. And let's see, actually, I'm going to look in here in the Taiwan at night. Actually, you can actually see it kind of. But not really. Anyways, so what I'm getting from this is strength, warmth, a bit of bitterness and astringency, not that much, but a bit because of the cultivar. It's a beautifully organically produced tea. It's amazing tea, but I'm getting a strength and I'm getting a warmth from it. There's nothing subtle. Nothing subtle. Maybe in the back end, there's a touch of sort of a sweetness to it, but we're looking at strong, malty, classic black tea taste. Strong, malty, classic black tea taste, right? Sometimes I describe Taiwanese Asamakas as like next level, right? So they're like next level Lipton type teas is how I describe the Asamakas. Right now, this one over here, this is the Sanxia, and the Sanxia tea is a very, very different character than the Sun Moon Lake. Remember, Sun Moon Lake is a little bit further south, Sanxia is north, and the Sun Moon Lake area is hot. It is hot. Ruby 18s, the Asamakas, number 21 and 22 oolongs. Those are like the strong, strong, strong teas that are produced in that area. I forgot. I always forget how good this tea is. It's so good. Um, and so this is masterfully produced, low elevation black tea. It is so good. Now, there's a strength, there's a bitterness, there's an astringency to it in the same way that you're getting from this Isamaka. But in the back end, there's on this one, there's a floral. Now, it doesn't happen every time. It's totally different, right? It's totally different every time. It really is. It's like every time they produce it, sometimes it's fruit. This one is a floral, and there is this strength to it. Really beautiful, beautiful strength with this floral aftertaste, and it's kind of sweet, but it's low elevation, and so you're getting that warmth, that kick. You're getting that right in it. Now, a lot of people like that, and a lot of people actually want that. That's what they're looking for. Now, we're going to go over here to this tea. Now, this tea I haven't bought yet, but well, we'll see. I think I'm going to buy it. And somebody had a really good idea for like a sample set from this garden for the black tea, the red oolong, and the oolong, all from the same garden. See, isn't this fun? I don't know, it's fun for me, right? But this would be a really good black tea taster set as well, which another person said I should do. I don't know why I haven't done it yet. But this and these two teas, masterfully produced by old masters, right? These guys are older. They've been doing it forever. Masterfully produced. The Sanxia, lower elevation, the Jade Mountain Black, I'll probably call it that. I don't know if I should be coming up with fancy names. But the difference between these two, they're both basically masterfully produced in their own way. What the difference between these teas are: the taste, elevation. That's really the only difference. This has black tea malts, the bitterness and astringency, the black teaness flowing through it, which this tea does not have. But it's also got the lightness, the roundness, basically the higher quality material. I'm not saying this is low quality or this is low quality. No. It's just the nature of the beast, the higher elevation stuff. There's less of it, right? There's less of it, and so it grows more slowly, and so you create this beautiful black tea from this tea. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful, and it's black tea. It has black teaness, but like on a mist-covered ridge. So black tea on a mist-covered ridge, right? Wow. Yeah, I got to get that tea. It's absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And we'll do a black tea taster set. Taiwanese black tea taster set. There we go. We'll do like maybe a red oolong taster set and a black tea taster set. Absolutely. And see this one. Okay, so this is kick in the pants, strong, but still drinkable after however many minutes we've been doing this. 28 minutes sitting in the hot water. Still absolutely gorgeous and beautiful. But black tea, like boom, black tea. Whereas this one is sweet, fruity, flowing, almost no black tea-ness, almost no malt. But what you're getting is the high elevation, softness, roundness, flowingness, right? That's what this tea is. And this is the Lishan Black, right? This is the Lishan Black. So that's what this tea is all about. No malt, no astringency, no bitterness. just that round ball of high mountain fruity black teaness, right? The essence of the high mountain, the essence of the high mountain black teas. But this is, I mean, this seems like a really good set to me. This seems like a really good set to me. I might even just throw it up on the site today if I get some time. I was writing lists of things to do. So we need a black tea set, order jade black. And yeah, so there we go. Yeah, so any questions about what we've covered so far? I'm going to jump back in. Again, if you're watching this on Instagram, jump over to YouTube or jump over to Facebook, because I can share my screen. And sharing my screen, and then look at that. There's Taiwan at night. All right, so there's Taiwan at night. Sharing my screen of Taiwan at night. And then over here, we got the topographical map of Sanxia, which didn't really turn out all that well. But, you know, live and learn. But here is the normal picture of Sanxia. And let's see if I can actually get in here and find you a tea garden. Let's see if I can find you a tea garden in Sanxia. But this is quite fun. You know, I really enjoy being able to share with you guys the actual, the great roots. Dare I click? Let's what's a forestry spa? Let's check it out. Wow, look at that thing. Fancy 4-star hotel. Wow. That's a pretty fancy forestry spa. Anyways, let's go find the tea garden. I've lived here for 20 years, but the name Stu. This name still get me. Let's see. If I was a tea garden, I would be right around here. Let's take a look. Oh, no, that's a cemetery. There's a lot of cemeteries in Sanxia as well. A lot of cemeteries in Sanxia. Well, let's see. Oh, there's a tea garden. We got one. Let's zoom in. So this is an orchard, and in the middle here is a tea garden. That tea garden looks actually okay. But that's very much how the tea gardens work in Sanxia. They are very close to the main drag. They're around the road. They're usually visible, like you can usually see Taipei 101 from the tea gardens. And you can sort of see this agricultural area here. Now, if I zoom out again, you know, I zoom out and you can see there's the city, right? It's so close to the city. So close, right? So close. And there's the city over there. Anyways, this is another area that I have to. Here's the Pingling area and the tea gardens there. I'll do a big thing on Pingling as well one of these days. I got to go back there, but I mean, maybe I'll save that for another time. But I've got some tea from Pingling. We did. Here's yeah, even smaller is Muta. We did Muta before. Okay, so there we go. Okay, and we'll go back to Taiwan at night. Just it's one of my favorite pictures. This one. There's Taiwan at night. Now, any questions about any of this stuff, just throw it in there. Again, what happened with this? We went through the difference between higher elevation and lower elevation teas, and you got to watch me practice using StreamYard and learning how to do all this stuff. Now, what I'm going to do right now, actually, this is kind of fun, is I'm actually going to jump in and I'm going to see if I can use AI to create a blog post from this video. So I'm going to see if I can get AI to pull out the blog, see if I can get a blog post going from this video. We'll see how it goes. But in the future, this is how it's going to go. I'm going to go live on StreamYard with Facebook, and YouTube. I'm also going to go live on Instagram. But for now and for the foreseeable future, I'm not going to be able to show you the video or the I'm not going to be able to show you the pictures on Instagram because Instagram is Instagram. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to download after they've been uploaded onto YouTube and Facebook. I'm going to download it and then upload it back onto upload Instagram, and there'll be a video on there. Anyways, that's it. I'm gonna enjoy drinking this one, and I'm gonna order some. Yeah, it's a good tea. It's a good tea, and it's fun to put them all side by side here like this because they're all good in their own right. They're all spectacular in their own right. Absolutely, actually, but they're all doing something different. Right? They're all doing something different, and right. So the number 8 Asamaka, if you want your classic Lipton black tea just on a new level, on a different level, on an extremely good level, then that's what you're looking at right here. This one, the Sancha Black, has got this floral strength to it. It's not light at all. It's just strong in the back end with a floral, just masterfully produced by a unique cultivar. This one over here is this tea, this Jade Mountain Black, also masterfully produced, very similar to this, but a little bit light, flowing, high elevation-y. This tea is so good. So good. Just so unique and beautiful and floral, like this floral flavor you're getting from this. It comes from the cultivar, which is Qingqing Ganze, which is a new type of cultivar. Anyways, whatever. And then this one here is the Lishan Black, and that's like this fruit bomb that just goes in your mouth, just a fruit bomb. And it's the essence of what you can create with high mountain material. There we go. As always, thanks for watching. If you have any questions about any of this stuff, let me know. In the future, we're going to be doing this the same way. I promise I will have things planned out better, and I will be a better educator to the screen, all that type of stuff. But I got to look back on this, sure everything's going okay. But thank you for watching. Wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having an absolutely amazing, spectacular evening, week, month, day, all that sort of stuff. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next live stream.